I commence in the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most compassionate. I am Muhammad Ali Sufyan from Comsetswa. Today, the topic of my presentation is Allama Muhammad Iqbal and the ideology of Pakistan. First, take the introduction to Allama Muhammad Iqbal. First of all, family background. Allama Muhammad Iqbal was born on 9th of November 1877 in a family with Kashmiri Brahmin ancestry. His grandfather left a village named Lahore, situated in Kashmir, after 1857 and settled in Sialkot and peddled Kashmiri shawls. Their family economic condition was not very good and became better when his brother Sheikh Atta Muhammad joined mechanical engineer services of Army. Coming toward the education, he got his early education from madrasa. At the age of 4, he was sent there to learn Arabic and Persian. He completed his matriculation in 1893 from Scottish Mission School with very good marks and passed his Faculty of Arts exam in 1895 from the affiliated college Scottish Mission College. Then he done his BA in 1897 from Government College University in subject philosophy, English literature and Arabic. He also done his Master of Arts in Philosophy in 1899 from the same university. Talking about the distinction, he won first prize in philosophy in competition held at the University of Punjab by the Department of Philosophy. From here we deduce that he was a really brilliant student. For higher education, he went to London and won a Trinity College scholarship by passing an exam held by Cambridge University, where he completed his BA in 1906. After that, at the same year, he called by Lincoln Inn at the place of bar at law. He left Lincoln Inn and went to Munich, Germany for his doctoral education, where he studied philosophy from the University Ludwig Maximilian University of Munich in 1908. By submitting the PhD thesis having the topic Development of Metaphysics in Persia, he got a PhD from the same university in 1908. Talking about the political career, on return to India, he joined Indian National Congress in 1908 and onwards and worked on Hindu-Muslim unity. In 1920, he got disappointed from Congress due to many reasons, due to extremism and to only nationalism based beliefs of Congress leaders. He left the Congress in late 1920s and joined Muslim League after some time. He was also active in Khilafat movement and never supported involvement of India in World War II. He was one of the founding father of Jamia Millia Islamia in Aligarh, October 1920. He was also elected and in 9 members of Punjab Legislation Council 1926. He gave his famous khutbah Allahabad in 29th of December 1930. He also attended to second and third roundtable conferences in Lahore that got failed due to stubborn behavior of Gandhi and to boycott of Congress. Due to these, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah got disappointed from the people and went to London to spend his remaining life. After that, Allama Muhammad Iqbal wrote many letters and made Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah convinced to come back to India. In 1934, he came back to India and became the permanent president of the Muslim League. Let us talk about the turning points. Iqbal as an Indian nationalist. He was basically, by many historians, he was called at that time admirer of India because he used to admire India much in his lecture. At the age of 27, he was giving lecture at Government College Lahore and continuously admiring the India in many aspects like beauty, culture, heritage, and many things. He was basically a supporter of Hindu-Muslim unity that is basically present in poetry based on nationalism. After that, Iqbal started studies Islamic and European philosophy. When came to a comparison, that changing his mind that Islamic philosophy or religion is the best ever religion, that's something that makes sense. In 1908 he was a transformed thinker, and 1910 he changed his mind and started thinking that Hindu Muslim unity is not the solution of the problem, but separatism is. Dr. Iqbal and the ideology of Pakistan. Ideology of Pakistan is a synonym of ideology of Islam, basically based on two nation theory given by Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, in which he states that India is not the country of one nation, but the home of many nations living from centuries, having different castes, races, religions, or traditions and cultures. Basically basically based of Muslim separatism. This have series of events. In his presidential address, famous Khutbah Allahabad, 29th of December 1930, he said that I would like to see Punjab, Northern Western Frontier Province, Sindh and Balochistan amalgamated into a single state. He was basically demanding for separate states or state for Muslim, but highly criticized for the demand of another country or division or partition of India. Then he categorically denied that criticism. In these two letters written to Muhammad Ali Jinnah Rahmatullah Alayhi, it is clearly seen that basically he completely believed that the Hindu Muslim unity is not the solution of a problem, but the separate state or country is. In these letters you can clearly see that he is talking about the separate state where Muslim are in majority and amalgamated into one state. After the struggle of many years, Muslim got their state with the name of Pakistan, but the demarcation, but it was the unfair demarcation, which is another topic. His poetry was basically covers many topics like Islamic philosophy, Sufism, and also it is also a milli shairi in which he is telling the youth, motivating them to become one ummah and work for the nation. Thank you. Thank you for your support and for your patience.